Let's pretend you're walking down the aisle with your friend where there's barely any people on that side of town. There's no cars passing by, your phone's dead, and the station is like an 8-hour drive away. You and your friends are chatting, and then all of a sudden, boom, some random guy just shows up and snatches your friend's bag. Without thinking, she snatches it back. And then a fight breaks out. You don't know how, but within 2 seconds, your friend is now on the ground. Now it's up to you to figure out, do you run or not? Your friend starts giving you the signal in the eyes that they need help. Hello? What do you do in that? Like at this point in the video, guys, like pause the video and comment down below, like what do you do in that situation? Okay, first of all, what would I be doing in a place like this? I said pretend, because if you run, that friend's never gonna talk to you ever again. Like it's GG's. But if you stay and help, it's also GG's, because the next day you're now looking over your shoulder, hoping this guy doesn't pops out and cuts you into tiny little pieces. In a situation like this, I think the best thing to do is to run. Run far, far away. Don't look back and just hope that this person just makes it out of there alive. And I'm guessing that 60% of you guys disagree. Rapid, this person has been my friend for my entire whole life. I can't just... You have to at least help them. No! Like I'm out. According to my research, 60% of people don't make it out alive when putting for a friend. I'm not about to be a part of that 60. I'm in the 70. Okay? My second option, which now started to think should be my first option, is to trust your instincts. If you're not in a situation like this, you may be thinking, if this was me, I'ma just pretend that I didn't just see what I just saw and walk the complete opposite direction. Relatable. But if you are in a situation like this, without thinking, you tend to do stuff that you weren't thinking of doing in the first place. Jumping on the person's back, for instance, or screaming even though you know that there is no one around. Helping that person and walking away with a few bruises, knowing that you've just saved the person's life, is a good thing. But I think a lot of us should know that helping someone doesn't mean that person's gonna help you back. See, there was one time I'm in school, and I don't know how the fight broke out, but two of my boys were throwing punches. They were going at it. Then one of my boys started sleeping, so then one of his boys jumps in and puts for him. If any of you guys got a friend like that, appreciate that friend. Just don't make things weird, thinking that he's your guard boy 24/7. It was kind of like Smash Bros, where you tag the person and the other one jumps in, but this one had a twist. I've never seen no Smash Bros like this. He went in and puts for his boy, but his boy doesn't put for him. And his face that's supposed to be on that ground, not his boy. Yeah, I think that was the last time that this guy really gave his friend any other attention. Like how you could do your boy like that? I think Ground Boy was hoping for a tag team, but then instantly regretted it when he realized what he got himself into. He stood there and watched the entire fight go down and didn't even try to help. If any of you guys have a friend like that, yeah, you should probably reconsider that. I think a lot of us put for friends because we were afraid of losing that friend. Or you didn't help me while I was getting beat up. Blocked. Putting for friends and not knowing what the situation is could lead to a bad thing. You could be helping someone that just got away with a robbery and you wouldn't even know until the cops show up. Yes, we're here for Timothy. I didn't do it. So that wasn't you on the 7th January 2025 at 4:05 PM on Jeremy Street near the blue and white building, near that pond that nobody goes to? Officers, I think this is a big misunderstanding. Timothy was with me that whole time that afternoon. No way, I'm in Road School. Trust me guys, I've seen it happen. And I'm not even gonna act like I've never put for friends. I'm in class one day and in the middle of class, one of my boys walks in. We just call this guy Jake. Jake came in, started mumbling to himself. I don't know what he was saying, but you can tell that something was up. So me and my boys went over. Oh, what happened to you there, dog? And apparently, someone took a knife and left a slit mark on his arm. And Jake was not about to let that go. He opened his bag and pulled out something and continued mumbling. I don't know what he pulled out, but for whatever reason, I'm going along with it. One of my other friends will just call this guy Troy. Troy doesn't even know who did this to Jake, but he's already setting himself up in front of the group. Man, we gotta go get this guy. And I can't even question him because I'm literally doing the exact same thing. I guess I didn't really have nothing else to do. I just wanted to see how this all plays out. We all made our way to the exit, and as we were about to leave, excuse me? Then one of my boys were like, we got Mark now. She then told us whatever the problem is to tell the principal. Like, bro, we're 16. We're mature adults. Okay? This is in elementary school. So we stepped outside. I'm in the back. I don't know what's about to go down, but I'ma back up my boy, staying 6 feet away to make sure that he doesn't slip out from the behind. But I'm assuming we're just gonna question this kid. No one's gonna get hurt. And as soon as I thought of that, my boy starts swaying from side to side. Things are heating up. You gotta be ready for a time like this. We pull up at the side of the hall, waiting for this guy, and we don't see this guy. Me and my boys start getting grumpy, starting to think we came out here for no reason. We then pull up in the center of the school where everyone could see, and guess who we see? Him, by himself. We then put on our mean faces, and there was something I didn't tell you guys about our group. We just call this guy King Kong, one of the biggest guys in our group, and I'm waiting for one of my boys to start questioning. Nobody says anything. He just buys his lunch and walks off. While he's walking, he turns and looks at me, out of all people, and continued walking. Yeah, that's right. Walk away. This guy was lucky. This was all an intimidation. And later that day, we got to know that this wasn't even the full story. Jake and him were arguing. He pulled out a weapon, and Jake wasn't scared, telling him to do something, and he did, asking for it. Yeah, I think that tells us that putting for friends could be either good or bad based off the situation that you're in. And it's important that we understand the situation first, then act on it. Or use our instincts? I don't know. What do you guys think?